Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we will do Mongolia to Japan. So this will be a guide to show on how you can beat it. So we're starting off with Mongolia. Mongolia is pretty easy with dodges and snakes. But then, after the next stage, it will get a bit harder. So first we're gonna start by beating it. The technique to beating hard stages is to first upgrade your wallet, then you can spawn units to defeat the other enemies. Then as you can see, we won. So next up is China. But the reason I'm defeating the enemies easily is because I got plus levels on them, and the reason I'm getting cash easily is because I also have plus levels on them. So, but if you try this while you're a beginner, it may be a bit harder, but it's a guide on what you should do. So now we're on China. First is instinct is to save up your wallet. I recommend getting level 2 or 3. But if you can't get any, you should stick with level 2. And in China, you will get a unit called the Tank Cat. Tank Cat is high HP and can defend of your base from other enemies. Tank Cat becomes useful in the stage where it is called Japan. Japan is a stage where there is a hippo. The hippo is a strong unit where beginners have struggled defeating it. As you can see, we won, but now we're gonna go to the next stage. Wait. So now we're back here, and we're going to Thailand. Thailand is a stage where the first time you see the stickmans. The stickmans are stronger than the snakes, but are usually weak. In this stage, you will unlock a unit called the Axe Cat. The Axe Cat attacks is single, but he is good against red. He will become useful in other stages later on because they will have a lot of red enemies. And don't worry about the enemies getting to your base because they are weak enemies, but remember, you still have to defend them. Remember that you still have to defend them. So, we completed Thailand. But now, the next stage, we're gonna go to Cambodia. So, as you can see Japan. Cambodia is a stage with some units. But but you unlock another unit. It's called the Gross Cat. The Gross Cat is useful on defeating the hippo. You will need around 1 or 2 Gross Cats in order to defeat the hippo. The hippo is a strong unit that most beginners struggle with. So now we're approaching the stage where the hippo spawns out. But first, there's a stage called Philippines before going to Japan. Philippines is an easy stage. But once that the hippo spawns in Philippines, but it was moved to Japan. But when the game was first released, it was in Philippines. But now it was moved to Japan. Philippines is the final stage before reaching Japan. So, Axe Cat just beats all of the stage but will have trouble beating the hippo. The hippo can destroy your group of units because it has high damage and high HP. It's the hardest unit by far if you're a beginner and just started the game. So the first thing you're gonna do is to save the money and stall the enemies. Stalling means you will have to like stop the enemies from getting to your base, but you will also send out weaker enemies to stop the enemies from going to your base. If your units manage to hit the base, then you should send out all of your strong units because the hippo will come out. As you can see, I'm now spamming units, but in real game, if you're a beginner, you will have hard time grabbing cash because I have plus levels. So now my units hit the base. But now I sent out my cannon. It defeated the hippo, but because the cannon killed the hippo, it doesn't mean that if you're a beginner, you can kill the hippo using the cannon. Because you will need plus levels. But now that would be all. Thanks for watching and goodbye. But you also get a rare ticket. You can use it to roll items and goodbye.